Hello, guys. So it's been a while. So I was actually in Scotland during the weekend, and I was actually trying to see if I could record a bit on Friday before I left, but I didn't manage to. I still played a few games, but I didn't actually manage to record anything. So anyway, I thought we could try and give this Eldrazi Taxes deck for a spin. So it's a really cool deck. It's sort of like similar to the normal Death and Taxes deck, except that you play black and then you play these Eldrazi creatures, right? So you have the same sort of like Aether Vial, Didn't Arbiter, Thalia plan. But you also like Thought-Knot Seers, you have Eldrazi Displacers, which is very powerful. And then you have Title Scholar for additional hand disruption, and it goes really well with the processor ability of the Wasteland Strangler. And then you play a bunch of sort of like black lands to accompany that, which means you can also play some man lands and Shampling Event. And then I'm playing a single Fatal Push in the main board, just because I want another removal spell than these 4 path, so you sort of like have either Dismember or Fatal Push, and I think that Fatal Push is just better. I mean, Dismember is only really good when you don't have any other options. Like Path to Exile does exactly what you want Dismember to do, so you just have, you have 4 of those and you have a Fatal Push. So we don't play any fetch lands or anything like that, but we do have many ways of sort of like trigger Revolt. We have all our Flicker effects, we have Ghost Quarters and stuff like that. And having a removal spell which just says destroy target creature which converted mana cost is 2 or less is still good for 1 mana in Modern. The Revolt trigger is sort of like an added bonus to that. So it's still a good card. So in the sideboard we have a bit of we have Aether Sworn Canonists, just because Storm is really good right now. We have 3 Rest in Peace to battle graveyards, which is also good against Storm, but quite important against Dredge. Then we have Stony Silence against Affinity and Tron, and then we also have the Sailor's Persecution against Affinity. Whenever you play this card, it's just so good. We also have like a target against Affinity decks, and also Stony Silence and Katagi is also good against Lancer Control. Then we have Gideon against more grindier matchups. Selfless Spirits against board wipes. Kitchen Finks also against grindy matchups and burn and aggro decks and stuff like that. So yeah, so sort of like a quite we can't really afford to play too many one-offs in our deck because we're actually not drawing any cards besides our draw step. So we need to make sure we have some redundancy in what we're trying to do, which also means that we sort of have to pick our battles, right? So I don't know. I think this is a fairly nice sideboard. So I've already won the first 2 games in the league. So we played against 5-color humans in the first game. We went 2-0, and then we played some weird like restore balance deck in the second round, which we also won. And the only reason why we actually lost the game was because I stacked my so I was blinking a Title Scholar and I stacked the triggers wrong, which meant that I gave them the card back after I had actually stripped the card again, right? So stacking mistake, which wouldn't have happened in real life, and then that cost us 1 match, but we still won. Oh, sorry, that cost us a game, but we still won the match. So let's see if we can keep this, this streak going. Will be quite nice. Just gonna make sure that I'm actually recording, just because I sort of like made that mistake in the past. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing from my laptop right now, and I don't have an additional screen, so I can't actually check. I can't actually see exactly what I'm doing, so bear with me. Yeah, so basically, I've been playing a lot of sort of like mono white Death and Taxes, and I just wanted to try and change it up a little bit. I have played a lot of black and white Death and Taxes in the past. But it's been a while since I played this Eldrazi version. Okay, so this is an interesting hand. So we're on the draw here, but So like any land means that we can play one of these Thought-Knot Seers. Any white land means that we can play a displacer. So I think I want to keep, like the odds of us drawing a land is quite high. We're playing 23 and we're on the draw. So here's an untapped. Okay. Yeah, let's just play this Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so we're playing against Living End, which means that we would really like to get an early Thought-Knot Seer down. Living End is not... I don't play very well against Living End. For some reason I always make stupid mistakes. But this is like, okay, we got the perfect draw. So now we get to look at our opponent's hand. Try and strip out any ways of them to actually... Okay, so they have a Beast Within, Desert Ceradon, Monstrous Carabid, Horror. I think we just have to take the Beast Within. So they don't actually have any ways of getting their creatures back into play yet, right? But they could just as well cycle into them. But still, we need to take this Beast Within, otherwise it's just going to kill our Thought-Knot Seer, I think. I think like pre-sideboard, I don't think that this is a great matchup. You know, at the sideboard we get our 3 rest in pieces, which really helps. But I mean, we're a creature-based deck, and you know, Living End is just so good against creature-based decks. There's not really much we can do about that. But we do have things in the sideboard to try and deal with this. I mean, we could also just be lucky that they're just going to brick completely on their Cascade cards. It looks like they are looking for one. Maybe they drew a Simian Spirit Guide and a Cascader. It's not a problem. Is what do we do here? Do we? I think we attack first. Yeah. They're just gonna go for it. I should probably have... Yeah, I should probably have played this Ghost Quarter first. I don't know. It's a tricky one. But I mean, I guess we just... I guess we play this Thought-Knot Seer, right? Three lands. I mean, we have a Path to Exile in hand, but I'm not seeing us winning this game. We might as well see what the opponent is going to do. Let's just try and do this. I mean, I don't know what we can actually do here, but try and minimize the damage that we take and hope that we draw shitloads of paths, but this is always a tough matchup. Concealed Courtyard. Okay, so we can go, I guess we can play out this displacer. I mean, things are going in the right direction, but we definitely need to draw another removal spell of some sorts. Okay, so we need to have this displacer. So if they drew a cycler, then we just lose. Okay, that's a good start. Another planes. I guess now we can flicker one and chomp with Thalia. So play out a Thalia. We only know about the swamp. We don't know anything about anything else. Target creature can't block. You gotta play the living end? No. Yeah, that's just game. Okay. So what do we want? This seems good, right? Like, that means that they can't actually cast the living end. That's how that works, right? So if they cast like a Demonic Dread or whatever, then the Cascade says that they can cast it, right? So that should work. And then let's get these rest in pieces in there. So failed pushes seems horrible. Gideon doesn't seem bad. I guess it's another threat that can't really these Wasteland Stranglers seem bad. It's because they don't actually touch anything. Thalia seems good. The path seems good. The Arbiter seems pretty good. Maybe they're not good enough. Displacers are good. So what's better, the Displacer or the Flicker Wisps? Maybe we can cut, just because we have a lot of 2-drops now, maybe we can just cut 2 Arbiters. Yeah, let's try like this. Yeah, I would like to play first. Okay, it's not bad. So now we can go turn 1 Temple into Aether Vial, then withdraw another Temple, we can go turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. And turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer is never bad. So again, we don't have any colored mana, but we might be able to find some. And I think this cannon is gonna be pretty big. So colored mana here would be good, and Eldrazi Temple would be good. Ghost Quarter. Yeah, it's not bad. I think we can just pass the turn here. Okay, so let's just... we're very good at drawing colorless lands. I guess the deck does play quite a lot of colorless lands. You get to have a look. So Living End we don't care about. The Beast Within we do care about. They have a bunch of Fulminator Mages. They're going to be quite annoying. I'm surprised they didn't crack this fetch land. Again, let's take this Beast Within like we did before. And then let's just pass the turn. Horror. Cycle the Horror. So the Horror is gone. See, now I could just put in... Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a misplay of them not cracking their fetch land straight away. But what do I know? They play the Blackcleave Cliffs. Here comes the Fulminator Mage. Destroying Eldrazi Temple. That's all good. Some response. We'll just play out this Canonist. Let's put this file up to 3. Swamp. Oh, that's not what we wanted, but I guess it's gonna do. Swing in. Since they're tapped out now, I think we want to put in our Flicker Wisp. And then let them draw a card. And then we're going to have a look again. Okay, so they have a Shriekmaw. So let's have a look at this. Okay, so it says Cascade, when you cast a spell, exile a card from top of the library until you exile a non-land card, you may cast it. Right, so so the Canonist does work. So we need to take this Shriekmaw now. Get rid of that. Pass the turn. Okay, Burnt Catacombs. Fulminator, I guess. Yep, Fulminator Mage. Another Flicker Wisp. So we could attack. So we can attack for 7. That's 14. Then he's going to block and destroy our land. Okay, so let's just go swinging here. Okay, no blocks. Pass the turn. Have a little bit of red wine here on a Tuesday night. It's not bad. So if they play like this Archfiend, I think we're fine with that, right? We can just flick a Wisp at end of turn. I'm feeling quite good. I actually never thought about the interaction between Demonic Dread and the Canonist. He drew another Shriekmaw. Holy moly. Okay. Killing the Wisp. Killing the Wisp, really? Alright. Let's just that's weird, isn't it? Like, would you not want to kill the Canonist? I thought you would. What has he got up his sleeve? Cycles the Archfiend. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, it didn't matter, right? But I thought you would want to target the Canonist. Okay. Yeah, that went fine. I wonder if this Thalia Heretic Cathar is actually doing anything compared to maybe another Arbiter. I don't think it does anything. I think another Arbiter is just better. Just making our Ghost Quarters a bit better. And we saw that he was a bit, or he or she was a bit uncareful about fetching. So a bunch of lands. And a Thought-Knot Seer, but no Eldrazi temples. Yeah, I think we need to. I think we're going to ship this. I don't think that this is doing anything. So this is a lot better. I think that an early Thalia is going to do a lot more damage than. We definitely don't want a third Thalia, but I mean 2 Thalias is never ideal. But I mean an early Thalia is going to make it much more difficult for them to. So I think we're just going to play this Shambling Vent. I feel like they were a bit hesitant to keep. I thought it just makes it a lot more difficult for them to actually combo off. Yes, I think we want to. I think we need a Thalia here. Right? So the Tidehill Scholar, what could we possibly get? Like, if they haven't cycled into anything yet, no, I think we definitely just need a Thalia here. It just makes the whole thing more complicated for them. Okay. So they might not have 2 cyclists. They didn't have any cyclists. Okay. They do have a something though. Okay, so they do have a Fulminator Mage. Are they gonna try and just straight up? Okay, they just straight up go for it. Getting rid of our Shambling Vent. Oh, now we get the Canonist. This is good. This is really good. Perfect draw. Do they play like... I wonder if they play like Sweltering Suns. You know, the cycling board wipe. So now it will cost them 4 mana to Demonic Dread, and then another mana. Yeah, they will cost them 5 mana. I think we can safely play out this. Oh, not the Canonist, but the Scholar here. Just take away any sort of like. Just disrupt them a little bit in their game plan, and then we can play the Canonist next turn. So they have a Living End. So they have the Demonic Dread, but they can't actually cast it. Because they would need 5 mana to cast the whole thing. They have a Beast Within, which they can cast, and they have an Ingot Chewer and a Living End. So the Ingot Chewer is going to be good against our Canonist. But I think we need to take this. Oh, this is tricky, right? So they have a Beast Within, which they can play. They can kill something. They have an Ingot Chewer, which they can also play. And they can even play it for 1 mana. So I guess the best thing for us is to take the Ingot Chewer, so they're forced to spend 4 mana doing anything. Yeah, I guess that's best. Oh, it's not looking good though. They have a lot of disruption here, so what are they gonna do? Caves of Coilus. That is not a great card right now. So we go attack, attack. They're gonna Beast Within the Thalia. Okay. So they are hoping for a Demonic Dread. I'm surprised by that. So now I think we just Canonist here. I mean, they didn't know about our Canonist, right? So I guess if they were hoping to cast the Demonic Dread this turn, I mean, their best bet might just be to actually suspend this Living End, depending on what they drew. Cycling this, okay. We didn't know about that one. So we currently have an opponent on a 2-turn clock, but it's not. Oh, they actually did get the Shriekmaw, huh? Huh. Wow. They killed the Beast? I'm really confused about what is happening here. Like, really confused. Okay, so I mean, I don't understand. But maybe that's okay. Play this Thalia. So now once again they don't have the mana to actually cast Demonic Dread, because it costs them 5 mana, plus they also have the Canonist to deal with. Maybe they don't know about the interaction between the Canonist and the Thalia. Living End. Oh, so he did suspend Living End. Okay. And Aether Vial. Okay, down to 3. Play out the Vial, because why not? And I guess now if they got like a Shriekmaw plus something. If they just play like a big creature, we just path it. But also, if they just play like a big creature, then we still have them on this, we still have lethal, right? If they just play one big creature. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. Okay. Okay. Ingot Chewer. Killing the Tidehollow Scholar. Okay. So now they got another Ingot Chewer. Ingot Chewer was a good draw here. And they just scoop. But why? They would be at 1 life, right? I don't know. Okay, well I'll take it, right? Okay, 3-0. So let's just keep going. Yeah, I decided to play a friendly league rather than a competitive league, just because I haven't played the deck in a while, and it's not like I'm actually going for the mocks or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe if we do well, if we do like 4-1 or 5-0 in this one, maybe I'll try and bring it into a competitive league. I might change it up a little bit though. I feel like a Blade Splicers would be quite good with all the flicker effects, and maybe we don't need that many. I don't know if people still play both the full playset of Eldrazi Displacer and the Flicker Wisp. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a bit of research. So far, I haven't actually had a chance to play the Fatal Push. I still feel like it seems pretty good. Could also be fun to try and play a black-white version, which is not Eldrazi, but just black-white, and then just try and take advantage of. There's like that new Kitesail freebooter. That could be quite fun to play. So what do we got here? What's our game plan here? So we can go turn 1, Aether Vial of the Courtyard. Turn 2, Eldrazi Displacer. Turn 3, we can Vial in Arbiter. Yeah. Seems like we have a plan here. Let's just good luck to our opponent. I didn't do that the previous. Goblins, eh? Okay. So, we drew a Thought-Knot Seer. Maybe it would be better to play the Eldrazi Temple now then. Because if we then draw another Eldrazi Temple, then we can play the Thought-Knot Seer turn 2 rather than the Displacer. Another Foundry Street Denizen. Man, I love that card in. That was so awesome in Standard. Yeah, you're gonna attack? Okay. Attack 2. Fatal Push. So what's better here? I think playing out this Eldrazi Displacer is just better. Since they're a bit stuck on land here, they can only play one Goblin per turn. Which means that these denizens can only become 2/1s. Then we can just, next turn we can just take their land completely. Goblin Guide, okay. Sounds good. Do you want to attack with everything? I mean, I don't think your attacks are going to get much better. I'm definitely going to block one of these denizens. You are not going to attack, okay. Yes, I would like to use the ability. What to do here? I quite like the idea of just going Ghost Quarter, Violent the Arbiter, kill his land. Just keep him off land completely. I quite like that idea. And then keeping up Fatal Push. Yeah, that seems awesome. I think I want to attack here as well. Go attacking. Play a Ghost Quarter. Violin the Arbiter. Destroy the land. Keeping up Fatal Push. Okay, they did it through another land. Loyalist. When it attacks, at least 2 other creatures attacks. Creatures control gain first strike and trample in the turn, and can't be blocked by creature tokens this turn. That seems like something we would like to kill, doesn't it? I think we would like to kill this Loyalist. Seems like a disgusting card. So we show a Wasteland Strangler. I would like to trade one of these. Okay, yeah. So now we just Thought-Knot Seer. They have a Bushwhacker, they have another Loyalist. They have 2 Bushwhackers. No, yeah, a Bushwhacker, which is the kicker one. A Reckless Bushwhacker, which is the search one. They have a Goblin Grenade, which can potentially kill my Thought-Knot Seer. So I think I want to take this grenade. And then we go swinging. So they know about the Wasteland Strangler, but I don't care about that too much. They just play a Goblin Bushwhacker. Okay. So I think end of turn we just destroy this. We get rid of the Denizen. No. Ghost Quarter. Which is perfect because now we can play another Tidehollow Scholar. Devastating Summons. What does that do? Sacrifice X lands, create 2, so you can make 2 1/1s. Yeah, go for it. Feel free, mate. Swing with the team here. He wants to do a trade. we flicker this? Okay. They've had enough. Kitchen Thing seems good. Set of Persecution seems good. Gideon seems a bit slow. I think these Flicker Wisps seem quite weak. Just because it's like a 1 toughness creature and we're going to be in the defense mode, so I think that we want to... I think we just want the Kitchen Sphinxes in. Everything else seems great. Alright, let's take on some Goblins. So what do we have? A bunch of 2-drops. We got a Vial. It's a bit of an awkward hand, right? We would have loved for this Shambling Event to be an untapped land. So we could have played like Thalia on turn 2. But let's keep it like that. We can just hope that we're going to draw some sort of land. And this Goblin Guide is definitely going to help us find a land. Did we get a land? We did not. We found a displacer instead. Okay, but I guess the odds of finding a land have just increased. Play out the Vial. Pile Driver. Takes from blue. Okay, we found our land. Vial ticks up. Find another land. Yeah, let's play this Thalia. Nice little first striker. They've drawn 3 lands. Mark Fanatic. Ooh, brutal. That is really good. That is really good. What do we get? Another land. Perfect. You can actually... No, you're not going to let me block. Yeah, this is going to be very rough. That seems like a perfect hand from our opponent. A Thought-Knot Seer. Huh. This Shambling Event, to get the Shambling Event down could seem really important. So maybe go, but then again, having something which can actually block. Let's think about this. We have lots of time. So if we play the Displacer, okay, yeah, okay, let's play the Displacer. What is this? Cancel. Let's play the Displacer. Jesus. What is happening? And then in that draw step, we're going to play this Tile Scholar. What is this? Close it. I mean, if they have a Lightning Bolt, we're just dead. Yeah, they do. Okay, good game. I mean, can we get rid of this, please? You have 13 risks. Sure. I guess the Canonist... Nah. This seems good. I think they had the nut draw there, right? That seemed incredible. I would like to play first. We could either have an early Thought-Knot Seer or an early Tile Scholar. Yeah, let's just keep. So we're definitely going to lead off with this Plains. And then the following turn we can decide on do we lead off in this plains? Should we really not lead off in this Eldrazi Temple? I mean, the odds of us drawing Eldrazi Temple is really slim. So they mull to 6. They keep it. Okay. It really depends what we want to do on turn 1, on turn 2. Okay, let's go for the let's go for this play. So this play means that if we draw an Eldrazi Temple, we're gonna get a huge upside. Ugh. Now this swamp looks ridiculous. Anyway, let's play this displacer. That means that if we actually get a plains, okay. Here I think we just go for the Thought-Knot Seer. So they have a Smash, a Mark Fanatic, a Goblin Guide, and a Goblin Bushwhacker. So we don't care about the Smash. We can always take the Smash next turn. The Mark Fanatic doesn't do that much either. The Goblin Guide doesn't do... Maybe the Mark Fanatic is just the best. No, I think this Goblin Bushwhacker is going to be the best. So let's take that. Let's just remind ourselves what they have. Okay, Mark Fanatic. Goblin Guide. And if they want to go on a full swing here, okay, they do that. The question is now, do we just take this? If we take those, so they've lost the gun, this, and this. I mean, given what they have, they don't have that many great attacks. I think we just take this. Another temple, huh? That is not bad at all. So now I think we just attack with the Thought-Knot Seer. They take the damage. And then we play this Tidehurler Scholar. They got another Smash. Oh, that's awkward. But maybe not so terrible. Really what we want now is we just want like an untapped white sauce for this Kitchen Finks. Wow, they drew the bolt? They drew a bolt, huh? I guess that means we want to flicker the Thought-Knot Seer. Or what? Do we want to flicker something else? Do we want to flicker like this pile driver? So if we flicker the Thought-Knot Seer, we're going to take away their other Smash to Smithereens. But we might leave them with something else. If we flicker the Pile Driver, then we're going to take less damage. I guess we have to play a little bit. We have to play a little bit safe now. No attacks, huh? Okay. Now the question is, do we want to Ghost Quarter our own land? Or do we want to Ghost Quarter their land? I definitely think we should attack with this Tideholder Scholar. Then if they want to trade, they do not. So they have one Smash to Smithereens in hand. Okay, let's just play this Kitchen Finks and pass. They pass. Do they have any good blocks here? They don't really have any good blocks, do they? Let's play this Arbiter out. Then attack with this Thought-Knot Seer. And the... Let's attack with everything. Okay, so they smash the Tideholder Scholar. They get another smash back. And they just pass. So I think we play the Thalia now. Mark War Marshal. Okay. Gonna get a really big Foundry Street Denizen. No attacks. We drew a Wasteland Strangler. We can use that to kill. So if we go for like an alpha swing here, I think we should just get rid of the... Let's get rid of the biggest threat. Which is the... This is the thing that can deal the most damage in the crackback. This is the one that can block the best. Let's get rid of this. Put that in the grave. So now if we attack with everything, yeah, let's attack with everything. Okay. So you kill that. Okay. So you just take 2. Do we want to just kill this path, or to kill this pile driver? In case something weird happens. Yeah, let's just kill it now whilst he can't actually fetch a land out with the Arbiter. Okay. Mark Fanatic. Got it. Goblin Guide. Okay. There's actually a bit of damage there. Well, these good blocks. He's going to attack with that for 3. I think we just take that. Another path. Should we path the Goblin Guide now? I think we do. Just path this. Go swinging. Well, they scoop. Okay. All right. So 4-0. Going in for the last one. I mean, we've had some interesting games. Had some good games, actually. I think we played that last game against the Goblins quite well. I guess since they had the Mark Fanatic, I didn't actually have to attack with the Thalia. But I don't think that makes a difference, right? Anyway, you guys can tell me if you think that I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's like right now it's... What is it? It's 7:15 in London. And I'm surprised it takes such a long time to find people for the matches. Usually it doesn't take this long. So I hope you guys are excited about the Cube coming out during Christmas. I know I am. I know I'm going to be spending... I'm going to be playing a lot of Cube this Christmas. I'm going back home on the 21st. And I will have little to nothing to do whilst I'm home. So I'm definitely going to bring my headphones so that I can play some Cube and record some Cube back home. Definitely. And if you guys are wondering where I'm from Copenhagen. So... And the problem is, like, when you're born and raised in Copenhagen, but all your friends are not, then they all go home for Christmas as well. Which means that Copenhagen is more or less empty during Christmas. So I actually won't have that much to do. But it's still going to be great seeing my family, seeing my sister, seeing my mom and dad, my stepmom, my stepdad. Hello. Good luck to our opponent. So what do we do here? What is this? So we can go turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Scholar, turn 3 Displacer. That seems pretty good. We're playing against Tron. So Tron historically is a very good matchup. Just because we have quite a lot of disruption. It's not as good a matchup as Mono White. Mono White is sort of like the perfect deck against Tron, because you're playing so much land disruption. But I feel like with if they just go natural Tron, then Chalice on 1. Oh, this is probably Eldrazi Tron. So we're going to have a little bit of an Eldrazi mirror. In that case, this Tidal Scholar is not bad at all. Let's have a look at what our opponent is doing. They have a Chalice, they have a Dismember, they have a Thought-Knot Seer. So they can't currently play the Thought-Knot Seer. They can't play the Endbringer either. They can play the Dismember though. So I think that's a good enough reason for us to take this Dismember. So here's fingers crossed they don't draw Tron naturally. If they do, then we're pretty bad shape. Okay, that's pretty good. So we got a Ghost Quarter, so we can actually take them off. Tron, if we wish to. So we can actually go, we can do something where we go, play the Ghost Quarter out. In that draw step, we use our second Title Scholar, and then we have a look at what they drew. And if they drew another Tron piece, then we can get rid of it. So let's play out this Ghost Quarter. Let's go to that draw step. And then we play another Scholar. So they drew another tower, which means that the only thing they can play this turn is the Thought-Knot Seer. So we're going to take the Thought-Knot Seer, and then they can go ahead and play that tower if they wish to. Then they can play a Chalice for 2 if they want. It looks like that is what they want to do. Okay. So now our opponent has a bunch of Chalices. We have a Thought-Knot Seer coming out. We have this Aether Vial. I think we're going to put it up to 3. Path to Exile, which is currently dead. But a Flicker Wisp could reset this Chalice. So let's just play this Thought-Knot Seer. Now we actually almost got them Thought-Knot Seer locked. So let's take out this Endbringer. So in case they draw land, all they have left is a Chalice. And if they drew a Thought-Knot Seer, we can just vial. Yeah, and they have seen enough, which makes sense because we actually had them Thought-Knot Seer locked. No. Okay, so they're playing stuff like, I don't really want to bring in Stony Silence against Eldrazi Tron. So what is bad? Like the Wasteland Strangler is not, these guys are not great. The Fatal Push is sort of meh. Gideon could be good. Kitchen Things could be good. Katagi could be quite fun. But, you know, the problem with Katagi is that it taxes our own Title Scholars and Vials. That's not exactly what we want to be. Maybe this Fatal Push is okay. Just because it can kill like an early. Maybe a Strangler is just better to have though than the Fatal Push. So how does this look? Yeah, looks good. I don't think that we so I think this is one of the reasons why people stop playing black-white Eldrazi Taxes, because I think that the banned Eldrazi and the Eldrazi Tron might just be better versions of the same deck. Yeah. So they mold to 6. We could potentially go turn 1 Shambling Vent, turn 2 Title Scholar. We have a path for an early Thought-Knot Seer. We have our own Thought-Knot Seer. We don't have a way to cast the Thought-Knot Seer as it is though. So this is sort of like a dead card. I'm not super excited about this hand. I think what we want like an Arbiter, and we want like some Ghost Quarters and stuff. I don't think that this hand, like with currently one dead card and a bunch of cards which are like not that impactful. I mean, they were quite impactful in the other game, but that's because we had the Vial, right? I think we want them all. Okay, so at least now we have a Ghost Quarter. Another Ghost Quarter. Yeah, I think we want this Ghost Quarter as well. Temple. Expedition map, okay. Play this event. Pass. Power plant. Thought-Knot Seer. Another question is, what do we want to do? I think we want to just take whatever big threat they have, like the most difficult to deal with threat. Whatever that might be. So they have the waste in hand. Ooh. Okay, so they get to go Thought-Knot Seer next turn, which is annoying. I still think we need to take this, remember. Yeah. Okay, so they get to go, whatever they do, they get to go Thought-Knot Seer, so. They went for the temple, that makes sense. I mean, I still think that the Tyro Scholar was just the right play, right? I don't think that the Thalia actually was going to do anything. So they go Thought-Knot Seer. They probably take our Thought-Knot Seer. If I could make a guess. Yeah. Another Scholar. I think we have to do this, otherwise it's just going to play the Walking Ballista. Let's take another card. They drew a mine. Okay, so they don't actually have that much gas going for them. Which means that I might want to lay off this Ghost Quarter though. What could they draw? They could draw like an Endbringer. Yeah, let's see if they play two wastes. That would be quite a good information to have. Okay, they do. But this next Ghost Quarter is going to be a strip mine, I think. So play the mine. Now they have 5 mana. They have a wastes in hand. They drew a map. Flicker Wisp, eh? Oh. So we probably want to... Let's play this. And I think now we just want to... Again, we want to see what they... If they find something with this map. My My guess is they're not going to actually activate it. But then we've set a stop at the draw phase in case. I mean, they could just go and find another Eldrazi temple. Okay, what do you find? Tower. I don't really want them to have. I mean, ideally we want to destroy. Yeah, no. If they end up drawing like a Khan or something, then we're just screwed. So we're just gonna let's just strip mine them here. Oh, they actually have 3 wastes. Wow. Okay. I thought the deck only played 2 wastes. They play the tower. They have wastes in hand. But we still have a plains though, so we can cast this Flicker Wisp. Another Thalia. I think we just want to Flicker Wisp on this Thought-Knot Seer, which gets to draw a card. We get to swing in for some damage. Because we do want to win the game at some point. And we're not going to win the game if we don't deal them damage. Just see, look how well I actually understand the game. And they get to take our Thalia, which I'm fine with. Hopefully they'll just brick. We don't have any thing going for us right now. They play the wastes. They don't do anything. We drew a Thought-Knot Seer, which is currently just dead. We definitely don't want to give them any of the cards we have underneath the Tidal Scholars. So play this Courtyard that they know about. Pass the turn. What do they have in hand? An Endbringer? Reality Smasher. Okay. So they're gonna go smash some realities. So now we really want Path. Kitchen Finks is not bad. Attack with this Wisp. Play the Sphinx. Gain some life. Now we also have blockers for the Sphinx. We were really lucky with destroying that mine rather than the power plant, I think. They get a Ghost Quarter. No attacks. Okay, so attack with the Flicker Wisp. We drew this a Cave of Coilers, which is pretty good, because that means now we can actually play this Thought-Knot Seer. Maybe they have like an Ulamog in hand. Pithing Needle. Okay, I mean they could have played that. Gotta draw something really good now. They drew a Ghost Quarter. That's not gonna do it. Alright, so 5-0 in this friendly league. That was pretty cool. I quite enjoyed that. Seems like it's still a pretty good deck. I think me having a lot of experience playing these Death and Taxes style decks definitely helped. Just because I know a lot of the sort of like Aether interactions and when it's correct to sort of like play out your creatures and stuff. But still, awesome that we went 5-0. I'm definitely going to try and play around with this deck a little bit more. Maybe try other black and white versions. Maybe try to see if I can tweak my sideboard a little bit, even though the sideboard seems pretty good actually. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to see more, feel free to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave any comments about my plays and my misplays, and if you guys want me to change anything with the way that I record videos and stuff like that, just let me know, and I will try and do my best to live up to that. So have a nice day, and I hope I will manage to actually record another video during this week. So see you guys around, and oh yeah, and Merry Christmas.